Hi, everyone. Aside from our usual filthy language, this episode talks a lot about diet culture, bodies, eating disorders, and all of the stuff that encompasses. So, if that is too triggering for you, I really suggest you skip it. If you choose to listen, I hope you enjoy the show. Hey guys, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we think about, talk about, and obsess over fat bodies because we have them.
We have them. We live in them all day, every day.
And yeah.
Amy, back to our friends. I felt things. I cried.
Amanda felt things, guys. Let me write this down.
I cried. Mark today down.
How many tears did we produce?
Multiple tears happened. It wasn't just that one, like, very poetic one coming down my cheek.
Okay.
Which, if I wore makeup, you would see the line of my makeup. But I don't wear makeup, so it's a non-issue.
I just sobbed the entire time.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the fact that I cried at all means something.
Guys,
the fact that you sobbed the whole time means nothing.
My name is Amy Archer. I'm here with my sidekick, Amanda Lipnack-Raydell. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, friends. I'm very excited to talk about this, but I think this is going to be an interesting conversation we're about to have.
Yeah.
Real interesting.
So here's the thing. This film, Your Fat Friend, is for rent for a very short window.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get it on joltfilms.com, I think.
Jolt.film. Oh. And it's there till the 18th.
Okay, it's there till the 18th. We'll cover it in a way. I don't necessarily know if they need to see it.
Unless you really are interested.
Unless you want to support Aubrey Gordon, which I strongly recommend, or support the filmmaker who I think is Jeannie Finley.
Yeah. That's what I think. Excuse me. Apparently a frog just decided to come out of my mouth. It's Finlay, but we're going with Finley here.
Yeah. So if you want to support them, it's $15 to watch the film. Amanda and I had no choice to support them, and we would like to anyway. I would have watched this anyway.
I 100% was going to watch this had we even decided not to cover it. Also, I'm telling Amy in the show notes right now, we'll put all the good links about Aubrey Gordon. Maintenance phase, her website, her book, all the things.
I cannot. Well, I'm going to save my maintenance phase rant for later. Okay.
Sure.
But I cannot understate I cannot overstate how important Aubrey Gordon has been in my life in the past 3 to 4 years.
Same. She's changed my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's changed my life. And I just think she's an extraordinarily strong person who's got the funniest, fun little dog that's ever been.
Oh my God.
Dog killed me.
I love him. Also,
and I love
it was so interesting to see Michael Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know who Aubrey Gordon is, she is half of the host of Maintenance Phase. And Michael Hobbs is the other half.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to be half of the show You're Wrong About.
Right, which I loved as well. Sarah Marshall, yeah.
Yeah, which I loved as well.
Yep.
They're Tanya Harding, Monica Lewinsky, all that stuff that they did. Nicole Brown Simpson. Yes.
The Princess Diana one. Also excellent.
Yes.
Everything they've done is great.
They seem to like find this niche of women who've been falsely maligned or women who we want to look at in a different way now.
Or stories that you're so confident you know what it is. And then you listen and you're like, oh, that's not at all what it actually was.
And I thought they did a great job. Anyway, so then he goes and he does Maintenance Phase. And when you hear the music and you hear them recording, it's like, oh, yes, it's so warm.
It's the best music.
It's so warm and lovely. Okay, so I'm ready to jump right in.
I'm ready to jump right in too.
Again, this is Your Fat Friend. It is on Amanda Tells Me Jolt.film. Okay.
There are so many dot extensions now. It's really nuts.
It's weird. Yeah. So, Amanda, I thought a good way to open this might be how the film opened with a reading of the original letter.
The original Your Fat Friend letter. So, do you want to explain how that came to be?
Okay. Yeah.
So, Aubrey Gordon anonymously wrote a letter to a friend of hers. Well, it was intended for a friend of hers. She posted it. And it was basically the letter to a friend who was a straight-sized person I don't want to say normal size person because all bodies are normal, but a straight size person, and saying, these are the things I need you to know to be a good friend to me as a fat person.
Someone who had not experienced
Who
living
had
in a
not
fat body.
experienced, it's not like somebody who was heavy at one point,
A
lost weight,
thin-sized person.
just
Yes.
a
Yes.
regular
Mhm.
size person who never had an issue with this, and all of the things that you have to think about. And if you're listening to this and you've never lived in a fat body, many of these things may blow you away. And Amye and I the whole time went,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty
So
much.
read.
Okay. This is called Dear Fat Friend by Aubrey Gordon. I need you to listen closely. I need you to believe me when I tell you what happens. I need you to say the word fat about me because I am. I'm a size 26, fat enough that some stores for fat people don't carry my size, fat enough that some doctors will refuse to see me, fat enough that getting on an airplane makes my blood run cold because they might kick me off without a refund for my ticket, or they might charge me double, and then I will have to explain to my friends, my job, my family why I can't make it on that trip. Every discussion about bodies, whether in the media or amongst friends, is about how to avoid the horrible fate of looking like me. I need you to hear this. I need you to hear that this is all hurts and happens all the time. I need, I'm sorry. I know that this stuff is hard to talk about, but when I talk about fat, I'm not talking about feelings or self esteem or body image issues or inner strength. I'm talking about the way individuals and institutions treat me and people who look like me. I need you to acknowledge that you and I have different experiences because I am fat. I need you to consider your audience. When you say you hate your body for being so fat, or that you are afraid of becoming fat, or when you say that you shouldn't have eaten that lunch or dessert, or when you announce your New Year's resolution to lose 5, 15, or 25 pounds, you are saying that you don't want your body to end up like mine. Your feelings are real and true and valid, and you still should not say them to the fattest person you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that all of us are impacted by body shaming and that everybody has a real, valid, deep, hard feeling about our body. I still need you to stop perpetuating it, especially when you're talking about yourself. No amount of caveats or prologues make it hurt me less. I need you to know that I'm taking it personally because it is personal. That's a good line.
Yeah.
I need you to know that I go to great pains to take care of everybody's feelings when I talk about being fat, and that for me, these conversations happen weekly, sometimes daily, and a lot of people need a lot of attention and care just to be able to hear what I need from them. Sometimes I get tired, frustrated, or angry with the emotional work it takes just to prepare those around me to hear to hear me name who I am and what I need. I need you to know that when you talk disparagingly about your own body and then you say, but not you, you're beautiful,
Mm.
your compliments are impossible to believe. That if you disapprove of yourself, vivisect your own body, and then compliment me, I will remember how you talk about both of us. If you think of your own fat body as repulsive, I will believe that you are also repulsed by mine. I feel that hard.
I feel that hard too.
Yep. I know that you intend to talk about yourself. I need you to know that you are also talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to let go of the things I've never been able to hold just for a moment, just to feel how fragile they are when you loosen your grip, to feel how easily they can shatter. I need you to care for me enough to feel unsafe. I need you to join me for a moment where I live every day. I need you to try to learn to love the lush overgrowth of your body. Let it grow wild and untamed as a garden you loved as a child. Love it for the way it sustains you, keeps you warm, goes to such lengths not to let you get hurt. Its only job is to care for you. I need you to try to love it if you intend to love me. I need you to remember what you know from feminism, that blaming individuals for the harassment they experience isn't supportive or effective, that we question social messages and systems of power that dictate what our bodies are and aren't allowed to be, and that hysteria and neurasthenia, weak nerves, I don't know that
Mm.
word, sorry, were very serious health concerns at the time, and they were used to contain and discredit women who wouldn't comply. I need you to remember what you know from economic justice, that individual work ethic can't hold a candle to the system stacked against us. And we can't attribute poverty to poor work ethic any more than we could attribute harassment of fat people to low self-esteem or weak willpower. I need you not to forget your social justice values when I tell you about my experience. I need you to stop reducing my experiences to hurt feelings or to ill intended individuals. I need you to know that even with good intentions, you can still do harm. I need less empathy and more solidarity, less pity, more anger, fewer condolences, more actions. I need you to stop comforting me. I need an ally. When you ask me what I need and I tell you, I need you to try. Wow. Whoa. So you guys can imagine, this is published in 2016.
Yeah, I thought 2016, yeah.
Think of what was happening in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
We had a presidential candidate who made fun of women.
Constantly.
Yes.
And look, we're not going to talk about political candidates here and how we feel about them or not.
No, but there was a rhetoric in that campaign.
There was a huge rhetoric of mocking women.
Yes.
And one of the insults that people quite often lob at Donald Trump is about his body.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is not fair.
Let's leave the hair out of it. Who gives a shit about his body? And I always say to people, if that's what you're commenting on, you're missing it all. Because who gives a shit what his body looks like?
Yep.
Who gives a shit what any of our bodies look like?
Yeah. But 2016 was a tough time.
It was a tough time.
Because we had a female presidential candidate, I heard things about women in that campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And women's bodies that were rough. So this comes out and it blows up immediately. And you could see why.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting. It's really saying the quiet part out loud for the first time.
No matter who you are, I'm sure something about this hit you if you are somebody who's lived in a fat body. Maybe not all of it, but some of it had.
Yes.
I mean, I'd never read somebody say, you don't know how hard it is to live like this. And every time you make fun of yourself or put yourself down, what you're saying is, I don't want to be you because being you is the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
I spent so much of my life, and see, I might cry on air. Who knows?
I know. Me too.
I spent so much of my life being told the worst thing I could be is fat. Not mean, not unkind.
The worst thing that, let's rephrase that. We were told the worst thing that we could be is who we were.
Who we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even could be. Who you are is the worst thing possible.
Yep.
Not
this
being
is the
mean.
thing that we need, all of us other people need to avoid.
Yes.
Is looking like you.
Don't
when
be
she
me.
said that was like, I am a walking cautionary tale to other people.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
That is devastating.
It is devastating. And all of the assumptions that come with it. I mean, I was told so much as a kid. No one will ever love you. No one will ever want you if you're in a large body.
Right. And you weren't, let's be clear, you weren't told that directly, hopefully. But
I was.
All the messages, but even
all of society said that, but I
grew up in a house where you weren't told that.
Yep.
All the messages
are that.
Told us that.
Mm-hmm.
How many times on film did the fat person win the guy in the end or win the woman in the end? Never.
They did when they lost the weight.
Right, exactly.
That's the story.
We were told that in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. So it's not always so overt. It's just baked into the cake.
It's baked into everything.
No pun intended.
We grew up, we've talked about my beloved Sassy magazine on Yellow Jackets that pops up periodically.
Yes.
Sassy wasn't nearly as bad as 17, but so much of 17 was how are you going to keep your body in such a way that people will like it?
Okay.
And what does that mean?
Let's start a little bit of the summary. This is, I will say to people after watching this movie, I don't think you need to see it.
Okay.
To know, to be able to follow.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean? It's not super plot driven.
It's not like we're trying to explain Inception to somebody and we're going to be
my God. Now that you would need to take the lead. No. Amy and Science, no.
Actually, you know what? I saw the movie. I still don't know what the hell happened. So, okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. This is a stylistic film. It's a film of mood and feeling.
And just her words.
Yeah. It's a beautiful film.
It is.
But it's not plot driven.
No. The filmmaker, though, just the style of her filming is gorgeous.
I agree.
So she made Portland, Oregon look like light drenched, which I'm like,
she did.
Okay.
So we have an intro from her for 2 or 3 minutes from the
Mhm.
filmmaker Jeannie.
Mhm.
And she says at the end, I wanted to make the film I wished I had been able to see.
Mm.
And I thought that was really interesting.
Mhm.
So
Amy, you wrote the book you wish you'd been able to
I
read.
really did. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
I wrote Fat Girl Skinny for the 13-year-old Amy
Amy.
Archer.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%. I wasn't Amy Archer at the time. I was
Right.
not a child bride of Timmy's. So it opens with a reading of Your Fat Friend, as we talked about. And it's written in 2016. She wrote it as a friend, one friend to another friend.
Mhm.
And another friend asked her if she wanted to publish it online. And she said, okay. And immediately, like overnight, 30,000 people read it, which is really good, guys.
Yeah. And she published it anonymously. She did not want people to
Yes.
know who she was.
Which tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not
Nope.
want to write something like then. I might do it now.
Yes. You are writing right now with your Substack, which is beautiful. And
Thank you.
but could
Thank
you have written that at 20?
Oh God. No.
No.
No. At 20, you know what I would have written? Please, God, please let today's diet work.
Yeah.
That's what I would have written at 20.
Yeah. Yep.
Every day. Every day.
Because that's what we thought. Every day.
First thought of my morning.
I will be honest with you. It's only in the past maybe 2 years that I have stopped weighing myself every single morning.
I've gone through
and I
periods where
still
weighed
do it
myself
sometimes.
every morning.
I still do it sometimes.
Yeah.
I would get on that scale every single morning, be disappointed every single morning, and that would set my day.
Yeah. Oh, the kind of day you were going to have was based entirely on what that scale said.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we learned that Aubrey is on the swim team growing up, and we see footage of her. She's in grade school, middle school.
This was me.
It made her so happy, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is just a kid.
This is little Amanda, guys. This is 100% little Amanda.
Buzzy.
This is little Buzzy. Watching, I didn't realize she was a swimmer. I didn't know that about her. Watching this, I was like, her stroke wasn't that great, but that's not the point. Right. That was me. I was on the swim team because I loved it. I loved being in water. And you know why I love being in water? My body works in water.
Yeah.
I always worked in water.
I was not overweight as a kid.
I wasn't really either. That's what's fucked.
There you go.
I wasn't really either.
But I mean, it wasn't even part of my world. I was very thin. And then puberty happened. And I have PCOS, and it just... So in 1 year, I probably gained 60 pounds in 1 year. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I was put on my first diet at 6.
Yeah. See, I didn't have those childhood experiences. Yeah. I had those teen and adolescent experiences. And I think there's something different there. Like both are, not good.
Right. Not good.
But for my parents, when I suddenly ballooned into that, it was like something broke in me. Oh, something broke.
Right.
Now we have to fix it.
Right.
It was like to try to get you back to
what was unbroken.
And
to be fair to your parents, and like, look, I'm going to talk through this about some of the stuff my parents did and didn't do. And I'm going to say unequivocally, I don't blame them.
No.
I have forgiven them. They did the best they could with the information they had. Yeah. And they wanted the best for me.
Same for my parents.
Unequivocally, I don't doubt that a single moment.
And Aubrey feels that way about her parents.
Her parents too. Yes. Yeah. But her story with her parents is not dissimilar from mine. To be fair, if somebody does have a marked large weight gain or large weight loss in a very short period of time, that's quite often indicative of some medical issue.
Yes. Agreed.
So of course your parents were like, is she okay?
Yes. And considering that they never had this issue, my sister didn't have this issue.
Right. What's happening? Why is my kid?
What is going on? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the director asks her, do you swim now? And she says, no, there's too much work and just too much involved in getting my body into the water and feeling comfortable in the water. So Aubrey Gordon says, when I say I'm fat, people are like, oh, honey, no, you're not. And that's bad because you're assuming I'm saying something bad. Like, so in other words, she said they're assuming this is a lazy, fat, stupid body, and I'm not that. I'm
putting myself down. Yeah.
I can
say I'm fat as easily as I can say I have brown hair.
Yeah,
I should be able to say that.
I couldn't have done that a couple years ago.
I'm not entirely great at it yet, but I should be able to say these things because they should have the exact same amount of meaning.
Yes,
I almost said the exact same weight.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
So she runs a nonprofit for registering voters, and Aubrey Gordon talks about fat activism and how one of her goals is to turn these long held beliefs on their heads.
Mhm.
So she says, I have seen people change systems through the
Mhm.
voting registration work that she's doing and the political advocacy. And she says, I want to create that change in how we talk about bodies.
Mhm.
She says, this is a great line. Fatness is everywhere. It's the water we all swim in. She says, most physical spaces don't anticipate the volume that is you. Theater
That
seats,
resonated so much with me.
bicycles, that resonated so much with me. I can remember when my kids were little and I would take them to Knoebels, which we were just talking about. I think part of my inherent fear of rides
It's not fitting.
is not fitting.
Mm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's you think of every excuse,
Mhm.
right? And you just don't join.
Or you're just spending so much energy scanning the entire environment, looking for the places that you might not fit, so you can either avoid it or figure out how to make it work.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's all about avoiding attention drawn to yourself.
Oh God, yes.
Or like, think about it this way: if I was crutches from MILF Manor, if I had a broken leg, and I went up to get onto a ride and I couldn't get on the ride,
No one would
and
look at you funny.
nobody would look at me funny.
Mm.
But if I couldn't get on the ride because my belly wouldn't let the bar go down,
Right. Everyone looks at you.
that is going to be yeah. Okay. So she stopped seeing doctors for 8 years because every visit was a weight loss lecture. MRI machines couldn't hold her. Like you talked about yesterday, the morning after pill. Yesterday we recorded Lip Guys. You'll hear it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The morning after pill only works on people, only been tested on people up to 130 pounds. Is that what you said?
155 pounds.
155 pounds. Yeah. Nothing is made for us. We are unexpected, she says. And then she says she's trying to create change through writing, which I'm all here for.
Same.
Yep. All right. So now we see her home with her mother. To me, this was the most interesting stuff. We needed a lot more of this.
I loved both of her parents.
Me too.
I have to admit, I totally thought her father was gay because I think her stepmother's name is like, I don't know, it's some sort of very
and you thought they were
gender name. I was like,
his partner,
right?
Okay.
I was like,
all right,
is that why her parents split up? No, that's not it.
No,
I think they split up because they don't like each other.
Her father,
everyone else.
I have never met your father.
Yeah,
her father, I would think reminds me of what I think your father would be like.
In some ways, yeah. In some ways,
I don't know why. Like,
he's got that jovial, like, you know,
confident. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, her mom says, you know, Aubrey, when you were born, we called you Momo, and they're joking about it. And she says, oh, it means blah, blah, blah. And Aubrey goes, you know, it means homosexual, right? And mom's like, no, I didn't know that. And I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. No. Back in the day, calling someone a Mo. And to be fair, Aubrey Gordon's a lesbian.
Right.
So that's why that's
so Aubrey Gordon says mom was a Weight Watchers mom. And they talk about how they did Fen, Weight Watchers, Atkins. Aubrey says
check. I've done all of these things.
The research actually says, and this I felt to my core, the strongest bonding around women is when they talk about how much they hate their bodies.
Around 2014, 2015 is when I began my intuitive eating journey and my trying to escape from diet culture journey.
Yes.
And I made the conscious choice to stop talking about diet and exercise with people.
Yes, I did too.
Conversations ended. Text chains ended because we had nothing to talk about.
I had a friendship that was very much based on this that changed dramatically when I decided I want to stop talking about this kind of stuff because it's not good. It wasn't good for me. I was going into a real dark place and I could see that. And I was just like, this is not good for me. This is not, you know what I mean? Like
trying to dismantle the idea that I should do exercise because it makes my body feel good versus it makes my body smaller.
Yeah.
Has been a big part of the reason I have been struggling to find a new exercise habit because I don't know how to do it without the other.
And it's Yeah. And
And
they've been so linked.
yeah, changing just the phrase exercise to joyful movement is something that's very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. Or strength training. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like strength training too.
I
I
know
just
it's
want to be
different,
strong.
but I yes, just to be strong.
And actually, of exercise, other than swimming, my favorite thing to do is lift weights. I enjoy that, like, I enjoy feeling strong.
I want to say something too.
Sure.
When we talk about doing the work and working on yourself, therapy is not for everybody.
No.
Not everybody is going to be like, I love sitting in a room talking to somebody. You know what I mean? That's that is my jam.
Same.
But as you guys might imagine, I like to talk. So there you go.
Same.
But
I'm still sitting with the idea that Janet might be made
fake.
up.
Yeah. The BDFs went crazy over that.
I know, that's so great.
So before I started going to therapy, I think I was working on myself through, I know this sounds weird, through reading and podcasting and podcast I was listening to, not doing.
Yeah.
Maintenance phase was one of them. That I was just starting to think about things differently.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was already in therapy when maintenance phase came around. So maybe that was just something I was doing outside of therapy.
Yeah.
But part of just change when you are sitting at a table, if you and I were sitting at a table,
yes,
and I was talking about how much I hated my body,
mm-hmm.
and your body looks the same, what message does that send?
That you hate my body too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that, friends. It's as simple as that.
We talked about this once when we were talking about fucking Cody Brown.
Yeah.
That he sit there and went on and on and on about how gross Christine, how fat and gross she was, and Janelle had to sit right there next to her and hear it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you.
So, Aubrey Gordon asked Mom how she feels reading her stuff. I felt a lot of this as a memoirist because I'll never forget when my book came out and my parents read it. I still don't think my father's read it.
Okay.
But my mother read it and I was just like waiting for that phone to ring and I was a nervous wreck. And to my parents' credit, they have not let me, but they have encouraged me and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Like my sister has also encouraged me, not they have encouraged my sister. To write whatever I needed to write.
Okay, that's
you know
wonderful.
what I mean? And however it falls, it falls. And that is, I come from a family of artists. I say this all the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm very lucky that they understand the art of things. But a lot of my friends who I was in my MFA program with who were writing memoirs were really struggling with this kind of stuff.
There's a reason I haven't written a memoir.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it
and also,
and do that.
And also, to be fair, like my parents were decent parents. Like they had issues. I talk about that a lot, but I haven't written memoirs about the people in my life who I really need to write a memoir about. Do you know what I mean? And even to my ex-husband's credit, I remember when I was writing that book, I was calling him consistently saying, this is happening. I'm writing this. I would send him pieces of it. And he was like, do what you need to do.
Okay.
Like, so that was the experience. But when you have that, like even when her book's about to come out, like I felt that because I remember having a complete panic attack the night before. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So she's feeling, she's asking Mom, like, have you read my stuff? Mom's like, it's very hard. She says, especially when you write about being at home and how you felt when the family was breaking up. So Aubrey says, I took more from how you looked at yourself compared to how you looked at me, especially when I got bigger than you. Okay. So by the time Aubrey was 11, she was already doing fat camps and doing Weight Watchers. I hope socially we know better now, but I'm not sure. I just want to put this out for everybody. Don't give your kids a diet book.
No.
And don't put your kids on Weight Watchers.
Don't put your kids on any diet.
No.
Talk to them about how food makes them feel after they eat something. Do you feel good or do you not feel good?
Yep.
That's a valid question.
Yep.
But don't do it. The number one threat my parents gave me growing up was, we're going to send you to fat camp. If you don't fix yourself, we're going to send you to fat camp. All my parents wanted to do was fix me.
Right.
And again, I absolved them.
Right.
But everything was about fixing Buzzy.
So let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Our moms grew up in an even more toxic weight loss culture than we did.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a perpetual cycle that I think our generation has broken, hopefully.
we're breaking it.
breaking
I
it.
don't think
Right.
I
But
don't think
we've
it's totally been
woken up
broken.
to it is what I mean.
We're
Like,
aware that it exists.
we're aware that it exists. Now,
Yeah.
I will say this has been a struggle for me raising two girls. I have caught myself in
Mhm.
moments when they are drinking 32-ounce Dunkin' Donuts with 16 pounds of sugar in it and eating 17,
God,
munchkins and da 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 da. I have
that just
had
makes my stomach hurt to think about.
I've had to bite my tongue from saying
Yeah.
something about that.
Yep.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
hard for me because that is hardwired into who I am.
Having a kid in my house
Mhm.
has absolutely pushed me up against a lot of ghosts that I thought were healed.
Yes. Yes. It is a complete mind fuck. And
Mhm.
very early on, I knew somehow in my brain that they would take more from how I looked at my body than how I looked at theirs.
Thank God you knew that.
So I would do this thing where I just had to fake it. I just had to fake it until I make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay. So she's writing anonymously, and at this point, people are saying horrific things.
Oh,
Horrific things.
I mean, we all say this all the time. Don't
Mhm.
look at the comment section because nothing good happens in the comment section. You want to
Right.
see some real ugly stuff? Look at a plus size fashion bloggers
Yeah. Yep.
comment section.
Yep.
And most of the things will be someone telling them to unalive themselves
Yes. Could you
because
imagine?
of the size of their body.
And I want to say something else too. What Amanda and I are talking about are things that we have learned or have done.
Mhm.
If we're getting something wrong, please tell
Yeah,
us.
let's have this conversation.
Like if we're saying the wrong thing, or don't forget how ingrained diet culture is into us. So if I'm saying something or you're saying something that still kind of hits on that, please let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about it. So there's also letters from people, however, that feel very validated. I've talked about this before. Like I would get these random letters from people because when I was doing Fat Girl Skinny, I was also putting out as a blog at the same time.
Mhm.
And I was getting letters from people, young women mostly, who were feeling seen and validated.
I'm sure.
I was also
sure.
getting hate mail, not
I'm
on the
sure.
level of Aubrey Gordon. Okay. I was in Scranton, Pennsylvania, maybe getting 3 letters a year. But the ratio was, it was small of the good letters.
Yeah.
But they made all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
All the difference.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So we get a montage of her following, growing, and people, even celebrities, responding, retweeting her. I wrote, this happened to Roxane Gay too. So
Mhm.
I worked for Roxane Gay when she was at Pink Magazine. She was just an editor in chief there when she was doing her doctorate or her master's work.
You never told me this.
Yes. She hired me as a reviews editor.
Okay.
And she was just like an average, she was
Person.
just one of us. She was an MFA student
Mhm.
trying to get through things. You know what I mean? And she was writing about the intersectionality of queerness, blackness, weight, right? And she just started building a following, and Bad Feminist was her ticket, and she blew up. And that's exactly like you see this with Aubrey Gordon as well.
Yeah.
And I wrote, just an authentic writer writing from a place of identity. That's what it was. So she finds a song from the 60s. And the song is called The Worrying Way, Amanda. And it's like, find yourself a shitty man, and while he's out fucking around, just pace and worry and drink yourself to death. Like, it's bad.
So it was your life story?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Find a shitty man while he's out fucking around, pace around, worry, and drink.
There you go. Welcome to your first marriage.
Like, this is what we told women.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She also collects vintage diet books. I enjoyed seeing all that.
I've always loved her vintage diet book. Because I love when she does episodes about them.
Yes.
Or just picks one random one. Is like, let's look at the bullshit of the, I don't know, put stones in your soup while you make it and then you'll lose 20 pounds. Like, just such ridiculous shit.
So how many diet books were you gifted over the years? I have at least 5.
Oh, dozens.
Yeah.
Either books, specifically weight loss books, or books about how to fix yourself if you're a fat person. The number of Janine Roth books I got.
Yeah.
And I have real problems with that woman now. I didn't for a long time because it was the first person who actually, it was the first reading I ever did that validated my experience.
Um, I'm not sure when this started, but lately there's been like this, well, fatness is a trauma response.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love that either.
I don't love that either.
In some cases, is that true? Yeah, I believe
100%.
that. I
Yeah.
believe that. I believe a lot of I talk about this all the time. Like when I was thinner, I
Mm-hmm.
was heavily objectified and then I was sexually assaulted
Mm-hmm.
and then I put on a lot of weight. And I don't think that's all of a coincidence.
Something very similar happened to me.
But right. And when there is sometimes trauma there, but that's also the baked in trauma of being a woman.
True.
It's
Absolutely.
like,
Absolutely. But calling fat a trauma response,
it's still pejorative, right?
it's incredibly pejorative, but I think it's also just way too simplistic. To me, it's as simplistic as the thing that was told me my whole life: calories in, calories out. If you're in
Yeah.
a calorie deficit, you will
Yep.
lose weight.
Yep.
No, you fucking won't.
Oh, Amanda, if I had a dime for every day I tried to live in a calorie deficit.
No, you fucking won't. I've gone through
Ugh.
periods where I've been in a real calorie deficit, and you know what? I've gained weight because my body is going, what the fuck?
Well, it's funny you say that because we're coming up to the next
Yeah.
statistic that single-handedly changed the way I thought about my body. I will never forget this day. I was listening to her episode.
I think I know what the statistic is,
Yep.
but I'll be curious to hear what you say.
I was walking on my dirt road with my AirPods in, and I remember I made it to the farmer's house and I stopped and I just started sobbing.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about this statement. So she says, when people talk about diet, they initially lose weight, but then they gain it back and they gain more. And this is 90%. This happens 90% of the time. There is data to prove this. And I was like, holy shit.
It was that. And then the realize of, if you told me anything else had a 90% failure rate, we wouldn't fucking do it.
Right. And Amanda, in that moment, I thought, like, imagine if you were 8 years old and you just, and everybody in your life just loved and accepted what your body looked like.
Let my body alone.
And you never fucked with it.
I don't know. I don't know what I would be.
That's what I thought. I thought to myself, when I was 14, if I could go back and just be that 180 pounds and be okay with it, what would have happened? I don't know. But immediately I had to start yo-yo dieting immediately.
I texted this to you while I was watching this in the middle. I paused and I texted Amy and I just said, who the fuck would I have been if I hadn't been a fat person?
Yeah.
And to sit with that.
Yes.
Who would I be?
Yeah.
What would I have become?
Because you don't realize it is like a literal
much energy,
it's like a boot on your neck.
Constantly. How much energy in my life have I spent trying to change my body? Imagine if I'd spent that energy going to school, working at a hobby that I enjoyed, investing more in friendships,
going on MILF Manor,
what if I could have been at MILF Manor?
You could have healed some wounds there.
Sure. This season of MILF Manor is healing wounds, so I don't know what's happening.
So she says this is very similar to big tobacco.
Yes. When she said that in there, I was like, yes.
It's a real paradigm shift to look at someone her size and think, I wish that person would put in some effort. And now to switch that to, you know what? That person probably put in a good deal of effort. Yes. And that's what got them here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned this on some other pod, but there was a meme a while ago that says, no one has ever worked as hard as somebody who's been a chronic dieter.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah. Yep. So now we meet Dad, Rusty. He's a pilot for American Airlines. And he says, yeah, he has read some of her writings, especially the ones about airline travel and, the
impact
seats
of that,
and everything. Yep.
Yep.
He hasn't read a lot. Now we talk a little bit about that. Aubrey says she dreads the call knowing she'll have to go on a trip. I've been there.
I've been there too.
She has incredible anxiety about being a fat person on a flight. She thinks about how she'll sit, how she won't order food so nobody has to reach over her. She feels like everyone is judging her, and they are. And she fails to fit into a space made for someone else.
Yeah. Think about that.
Yep.
I don't fit into a space made for someone else. Well, you shouldn't, because it's
Right.
made for someone else.
Right.
You should fit into a space that's made for you, and all spaces should be made to fit everybody.
Right. I agree. The piece about flying goes viral.
Mm.
An agent calls and is like, I'm sorry, this just hurts to my core.
This hurts your, I want
An
to write more
agent just
books
calls
part.
out of nowhere and is like, would you like to write a book? No, I'm just kidding. She's put in a lot of work for
Yeah,
this.
no, but
Why don't you write
this
a
is
book?
your dream.
And she's like,
Dream.
we see her like kind of agonizing over it. Like, I want to write a book, but I want to remain anonymous. And I argue she could have stayed anonymous and wrote the book.
I think she could have, except she got doxxed before the book.
Yes, which is. So she gets the response, opens the email on camera. Guess what? She's writing a book. Okay.
It was beautiful.
So now we see her getting her headshots done, and she talks about how a photographer was once doing this for her for work and looking at the screen and frowning and trying to reframe and reframe and reframe. And she was like, this is my face. It's not going to show up
fine.
any different.
Right. I'm going to have a second chin. It is my face.
I have a little note here that the B-roll from Portland is amazing. We have two people with swords in a park, sword fighting, and the one guy has a big shield that says Blackwater sucks. And then we have a dude walking down the street with a cat wrapped around his neck.
Keep Portland weird, man.
Okay.
Keep Portland weird. I freaking love Portland, Oregon so much.
Too. So Aubrey Gordon says, my dad and his girlfriend invited some of the friends over last night. So she's telling us something happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be like, hey, let's celebrate you're getting a book deal. But it turned into a conversation about what diets work and which really don't. And she said, these people have been the same size forever.
Yep.
They've never really had to think about this.
Mm-mm.
But I argue, yeah, they probably did think about this. I tell this story all the time. I had a girl approach me after a book reading once. And in the passage that I read, I talked a lot about my sister and how thin she was and how envious I was of her growing up. Mm-hmm. And this person said to me, like, you know, your book really spoke to me. And I made a comment to them, like, really? Because this person was always thin. Mm-hmm. And I said, I never thought. And she said, I have been battling this my entire life. Like, I have been battling an eating disorder my entire life. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, I'm judging her body.
Oh, yeah.
And that flipped a switch for me.
It did as well for me. Not that, obviously, I wasn't there. But I've had that experience of realizing, like, oh, as much energy as I'm spending, other people are also spending, but in different ways. Mm-hmm. I don't remember who it was about. It was some reality person, one of those like uncensored, raw, horrible pages. Yeah. And somebody commented on someone's weight loss, and someone's comment back was like, can we just not talk about how people's bodies change? Like, can we just not talk about that? Yeah. And someone's comment was, it was a compliment. I'm sure they're thrilled to know that they've lost weight.
Is this Adele?
No, it's not Adele. Okay. Literally, it was like yesterday or the day before. And all I could think of is I remember reading something once that said, let's say you see someone and they've lost weight and you say, congratulations. What they may come back to you and say is, thanks, I'm going through chemotherapy right now.
Right.
Like, we don't know.
Right. We don't know
what's happening with anybody's body. So let's just not fucking talk about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me I have a nice haircut.
Yeah.
Tell me you like, I don't know, the earrings I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Or the new lipstick I picked out. That's great.
So later we see her at the grocery store. Now she talks about her relationship with food. This is interesting because if there's one area where I'm trying to focus my energy, it's here.
Okay.
My mom has a very good relationship with food. Food is very neutral to my mother.
Oh, gosh.
Like, if she goes out with me, she'll eat whatever she wants.
Right.
If she goes home, she might have a salad for lunch. Like, she just doesn't think about it. She doesn't care about it.
She's an intuitive eater.
Yes. She eats when she's hungry. She eats when she needs to. Yep. I have always tried to model that. And I can't.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with me currently. Like, I'm trying to think about that differently, my relationship with food. So she talks about her relationship with food and how she also is trying to see it as nourishment and, you know, stuff like that. She says one time a woman took a melon out of her cart at the store, which fuck off, woman.
I've never had anybody take anything out of my cart, but I've absolutely had people look me up and down, look what's in my cart, look me up and down.
When I was in the throes of my binge eating disorder, which I know I had, I would eat fast food in my car.
Oh, same.
I don't know any one of us who hasn't. Like
Yeah.
you talk to any fat person and be like, "Have you ever eaten fast food in your car?"
Yeah. Of course.
100%.
And then you throw well, here's my horrible admission, and I apologize to the environment for doing it. I throw it out the window because I didn't want anyone to see it. I
Yeah.
couldn't throw it out at home.
Right. Yes.
So either I'd throw it out at a gas station
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
or I would just toss it out the window. And I
Yep.
feel terrible about the fact that I did that, but okay,
Yeah. Well, you
my time
don't do it
machine's
now.
broken.
You
I
don't do it now.
No.
Yes. Yes.
The only thing I'll ever throw out the window now is, well, actually, I don't throw anything out the window. Todd will throw out apple cores.
Well, a squirrel will eat those.
Yeah, that's his
deer.
thing. It's like
Mhm.
someone will eat it.
Yeah, deer will eat it.
Yeah.
I used to lock my purse in my trunk.
So you couldn't stop at some place.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I used to. I remember I'd be eating, and then I would eat half, and then I would dump pepper on the rest. Yep.
Just dump salt all over it so I
Yep.
couldn't do it. I used to do that with room service a lot when I was traveling all the time. Because what I would want is I'd want dessert, but I would be afraid to eat the whole thing. So I'd have 2 bites and then cover it in salt.
Right.
That's why actually I really like those little shot glass desserts.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because the intuitive eater in me says I actually really only want 2 or 3 bites.
Yeah.
That's really all I want.
Yeah. But it's so interesting how until you do the head work, right? Like the mental work, the emotional work, you just have to resort to these tricks.
Oh yeah.
It's wild.
There's not a trick I haven't tried.
Me too.
You know?
So now we learn that Aubrey has an eating disorder. And she says to have anorexia, clinical anorexia, you must have a BMI under 17. She says you can have atypical anorexia, which is you're not a BMI under 17. And she says when you are fat, people assume you have binge eating disorder. If you have an eating disorder and you're a fat person, that's what they assume you have. She says she has an active eating disorder. She tries to go days without eating, and there's judgment baked into the treatment. And she says, I would just like to get treatment that doesn't make it worse. And I don't know a place where that exists.
I have an eating I have 2 eating disorders. I'm a double winner.
Yeah.
I absolutely have gone through periods of my life where I've had binge eating disorder.
Yeah.
100%. And I've gone through periods of my life where I've been anorexic.
Yeah.
And the times I've been anorexic have been the times that people have celebrated my body.
Right. You're doing a terrible thing to your body. Yay.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad and his girlfriend have been together for 24 years. They were in their 50s. She was a flight attendant for Pan Am. Now,
I love that. I love that story.
Yep. And this
do you remember the lore of Pan Am when we were kids?
Do you remember the show?
I never watched the show, but I remember existing. I never watched it.
But like, it was very stylized, very colorful. I loved the show. I remember Pan Am. It was luxurious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was
Going
a big
on a
deal.
Pan Am flight was real fancy.
So she was a flight attendant for Pan Am, first class all the way, baby. She says she was in her 20s. She weighed 98 pounds. And she had to wear a girdle because they would check their weight every day and pinch them.
They didn't get the special K inch. They couldn't pinch the special K inch.
So this is what we're talking about when we say this is what our mothers grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll never forget watching Mad Men and just seeing Betty Draper 90% of the time sitting there smoking instead of eating.
Oh yeah. And everything she would have to do to dress.
Yes.
And she's the size of a pinky.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I loved her clothes.
Show.
I love that show. I loved Betty Draper just had the most beautiful clothes.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
all
did.
the time. God.
She says, back then, this girlfriend says, back then we just had to fall in line if we wanted to keep the job. Like that's the way things were.
You also had to have your ass smacked and probably people sexually harass you all day, every day.
Now I wrote, uh-oh. She says, I love teaching Aubrey about skincare. She has beautiful skin. That feels real close to you have a beautiful face.
It does, but I also do like the fact that she's like, this is the thing we've connected on.
Yes, and she does say, I like how she writes and I like how she talks and she keeps me educated. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like her dad's partner, stepmom, whatever, for lack of a better term.
She's trying.
Is trying.
Yeah,
is trying. I liked all of her parents.
Yeah, I agree.
Even in their
That's one
goofiness.
thing I have to say about my parents too. Like they're willing to learn. They really are. So they're at Thanksgiving dinner and some woman is She's just real internalized in the diet culture. She's bought way into this.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, guess what? I heard a joke today, guys. When you get home tonight, turn your scale down 15 pounds and this Thanksgiving dinner won't matter.
Right.
Then she just keeps going. Oh, first of all, she says a moment on the tongue, lifetime on the hips. That's not what the saying is.
Right.
But she just keeps going on right there in front of Aubrey Gordon.
Yep.
So then Aubrey says in a voiceover, when you want to voice your regrets, ask who is benefiting.
I love that.
We see her walking on her book, working on her book. We see her walking on her book, and the wellness industry.
That'd be one step. I have the book. It's not that big. One step would take care of it.
I ordered the book. I didn't have it.
Yeah,
I ordered it.
I had it, and
I don't know why I didn't have it. What am I doing?
The
wellness industry is worth $400 trillion.
Ooh. That was one of the things about maintenance phase, learning about just the economics of the weight loss industry and the wellness industry as a whole.
I highly recommend, I say this to everybody, to listen to the Weight Watchers episode of Maintenance Phase.
Mm-hmm.
It will blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've done now, Aubrey tells us, is we're disguising dieting as wellness.
Yes.
And Mom and Aubrey talk about how Mom is, so excited for the book, and she's, really happy for Aubrey. Aubrey's nervous about a book tour because she's going to be public for the first time. She writes an article now about Adele losing weight and how we shouldn't comment on it since she's not commenting on it.
Agreed.
And Adele sends her a message that says, I loved your article. And she almost dies.
I would too.
But she tells us the wave of praise will be followed by negative attention, as it always is. So she's getting messages that are like,
so horrific.
Unalive yourself. Yeah, basically.
Yep.
So this is my note. Why do people think they have the right to comment on our bodies?
I don't know, but we do.
Why?
I'm going to say, and this is not 100% black and white issue. I really feel, though, that fat phobia is one of the last things we hold on to and people are okay with.
I agree. And you referenced it by people make jokes about Donald Trump's fatness.
Body. Yeah. There's a lot of things to say about that man.
People who are supposed to know better.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say the least interesting thing to talk about almost anybody is about their body.
I went on a tirade about when long time ago, when I used to watch Bill Maher, don't now.
Oh, I don't either.
Long time ago, he would always be talking about ageism appropriately.
Yep.
But then he would real quick fat shame Chris Christie.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, wait a minute,
I can't watch Bill Maher anymore. He's a garbage person.
He is. And this was years ago.
But same. Yeah. I'd be like, wait, what? Huh?
Right. Exactly. Yep. So now she gets doxxed.
If I were in her position, I would have been so fucking terrified.
Yeah, me too.
Because people are telling them they knew who she is, they would come and take her life. I would have been so fucking scared.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, she's terrified, and she says, you figure out how to be charming. You figure out how to be useful. You figure out how to disappear yourself. I always say, and I say it half jokingly, but it's really true, that I spent so many years working on being smart, being funny, being this, being that, so that I could draw people in with my personality. So you could look past this used car that I'm selling you.
Same. There's a reason I was overly nice and someone who turned themselves into a pretzel constantly to please everybody.
Yep.
Because I had to be good enough to overcome the horror of my body.
Yes. So people think fat people demand too much and expect too much. And she says, that's how she existed in the world. You know, she just tried to kind of fade into the noise.
Yep.
Okay. During the pandemic, she gets Finn the dog. Let's talk about Finn.
Finn is so fucking cute. And I love the fact that she's like, just as neurotic as I am.
He's filled with anxiety and skittish. And she's like, he's a terrible guard dog.
Right. Just like me.
Yep. We see Dad installing deadbolts on her door. This is, first of all, I was like, you don't even have a deadbolt?
I know.
This is like where I live.
You know what it could also have been is she just felt like it was a shitty one that you could kick through. So she's like, true. I want to get like a super heavy duty.
Yeah, true.
Real thing, which I don't blame her.
So the book will be published tomorrow. She's a nervous wreck. She's nervous about the response from both thin and fat. We see her go to Powell's, and there it is, next to Obama's memoir. Were you ever in that Powell's? That Powell's is great.
Oh, I used to spend every other week in Portland for about a year.
Oh, okay.
So Tuesday night, my Tuesday night ritual was I would go to Powell's. I'd pick a different section and just wander around. And then I'd get takeout and go back to my room. So I've spent a lot of time at Powell's. I love that place. It's the best bookstore in the world, everybody.
I was only in Portland once.
Okay.
And I went and I saw Michael Eric Dyson was there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he had a book release and we went. And that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
I mean,
it's a great store.
If you've never been, it is literally the size of a city block. It takes up the whole block. And what I love about it is that, A, you can find super weird shit there. But you could like find, you know, Anne of Green Gables, a new printing, and then there'll be a used one right with it too. So like you can buy what you want. Like it's just great.
Yeah. I agree. Her book's right next to Obama's. Like I said, it's just sitting there.
I would lose my shit.
Me too. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm in proximity.
Oh my God, this is happening.
She sobs about seeing her own book on the shelves there because she grew up going to Powell's. She says she will not ask her family who's read the book.
Yeah.
She won't ask them. She said, I know they bought them, but I won't ask. The craziest was when my mother-in-law read my book.
Oh.
And, you know, there's some hot things in there about Timmy.
Oh, like, we haven't gotten to that part yet, but yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I love banging your son.
Sorry
about that.
The book blows up. And there's a euphoria at first. And, you know, everybody's like, it really into this book.
This is the dream come true.
So many people are feeling heard and seen for the first time. So now the podcast starts to happen. Michael Hobbs pitched it. He calls her. I wrote, oh my God, the music, the mucus, the music, the music. I almost said the mucus.
The
music.
The music.
So they talk about her book. I remember that episode. I've heard it where they're talking about her book. I mean, it was did her book come out in 2021?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. The BMI
It was
episode,
early pandemic.
The BMI episode. Oh. Okay, I have a story.
I have a story too, but you go first.
Okay. No, you go. You want to go?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go. Mine's quick.
Okay, so's mine.
I applied for life insurance.
Oh, yes. You told me this.
I've been going through this week, guys.
Yeah.
Since I lost my job, I don't have life insurance anymore. So I have to buy my own policy. Okay, fine. We buy Timmy's too. Okay. So Timmy has like a term policy. We pay $60 a month for it. He's a smoker, so he has a higher rate. Okay. But he's also 150 pounds.
Right.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
My rate comes in for the same amount, $100,000 for 20 years. It's going to be in the hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
Why is that, Amanda?
I'm going to go with because of your BMI, my friend. Right.
Because my blood pressure's fine because I'm on medication.
But
I don't have diabetes. I don't have, any outstanding illnesses. Like I have Hashimoto's and PCOS, but those aren't, whatever.
Yeah, those aren't things life insurance covers.
My cholesterol's great. But my life insurance policy is going to be double his. He drinks and smokes. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. Yeah. I went bananas on my poor agent, John, who, like, this agent is so sweet and so supportive.
It's not his fault. He's just giving you the info.
He didn't know what to do. And I was like flipping out on him. And I'm like, do you see the problem here?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, Amy, I see. Mrs. Archer, I see the problem. I see the problem. I'm like, okay, I'm just making sure you see me and I see you here, John.
This poor guy is just like, I'm sorry, the actuaries told me this is what I had to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
But this is the problem. Like we judge, and she talks about this. We judge the health of people by
their BMI.
By their BMI.
So just yesterday.
Okay. Go.
So I've mentioned this before. I work for a software company that works in the health tech field. One of our clients is the focus of their year of what they want to work on for their constituency is around diabetes education. Great.
Okay, fine.
So they now have all these like self-reported metrics you can put in there. Also, this is a company that is not in our country, so their pharmacists can do different things that I'm just trying to keep real vague.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of my coworkers said as we were meeting with the client, said something like, yeah, looking at all these metrics, like I couldn't tell you my BMI. there were like a bunch of things on the list that they're like, I don't even know what that is. And I just stopped. I said, guys, I have to stop. Don't look at your BMI. It's bullshit.
Yes.
It is a racist formula that tells you absolutely nothing about health.
That benefited rich white men at the time.
Right. These two younger women look at me like, wait, what? No one ever told them that.
They didn't know. Because, and this is part of the institutional racism, institutional prejudice is because we have received this information from doctors.
It must be true.
It must be true. Because that is an institution that we trust.
And of course, you go back 150 years, women didn't have mental health issues. They were just hysterical.
Right.
It's such a...
Well, I'm glad, and I hope that you made those two young girls think.
I hope I did. Yeah. I hope I did. Now,
I hope you did too.
They also have a mandate from their company that they have to do this, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
But if I can just make a difference in their individual life, great.
Yeah, I agree. My mother didn't know about this BMI business. I told her about it. She was like, really? And my mom reads a lot. She's read a ton of history. I'm like, yeah, you need to get a book about this. Like,
is this maybe part of her Encino Man problem? That she's just coming out. She'll get caught up at some point.
She's like, wait a minute. Jennifer Lopez is dating Ben Affleck?
Mom, this is the 12th time. It's fine. They've only been married. They're like, Amy,
what is the status? What is
they're
the
Richard Taylor and Elizabeth. They're the Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor of our time.
No, they are not.
I don't know.
Oh my God, they might be. They might be.
They might be. Every picture we see of Ben Affleck, it's like, blink twice if you need help.
So, Maintenance Phase is very well received.
Yes.
And Aubrey loves that people are loving her laugh.
And
she also says, I feel a little bit of love coming my way, which is so nice.
It is.
And also, I have thoughts on that later. At Mom's, Mom shows the filmmaker, Jeannie, pictures of Aubrey when she was little. And Jeannie asks Mom, when did you realize Aubrey was getting fat? And Mom says, middle school, high school. And we were going through the divorce and piling on shit that was really hard. And then Jeannie says to the mother, did any of it work? Like all these diets and stuff like that. And the mother can't answer. And this question stays with Mom. I wrote, oh my God, Mom's a painter. She's a painter. And she's good.
She is good.
Yeah.
Again, I freaking love her parents.
Yes. She says she's been doing it for 2 years and she doesn't give a fuck if anybody likes it. And we learned that she's kind of having a crisis over that question.
Yeah.
And she says to the filmmaker, you know, when you asked me, did I expect anything to change? It really sat with me. And she said, I don't think I did expect anything to change. She says, but her size was my responsibility. That's what my husband told me. And I'm sure that's what society told her.
This is where I cried.
Yeah.
This is where I cried.
I can't tell you the mind fuck of raising young women when you come into parenting with all of this in your brain. Since I have become a mother, I have given my mother so much more grace.
Sure.
Because I can't even imagine trying to parent in the 80s with what was happening.
Some might argue we didn't get parented a whole lot. We just
throw
got
your
thrown
kid in a trash can and throw food at it. So she really regrets this. And Mom says there is something about saying things out loud that make you see them differently. She says things are bubbling up, but then she says you just do the best you can at the time. We see more footage of Aubrey just being a kid.
Yeah.
Just being a kid. Yeah. Dad calls her and he's like, I need a JPEG of your logo, but I can't. This would be my dad.
This would be both of my parents
100%.
Being like, can you send me a .jpg?
Yes.
Actually, no, to be fair, my dad would be much better. He's much more computer literate than my mom, but I could totally see them being like,
both of my parents would not know what to do.
I need a QRF file. Do you know what that is?
I don't even know what that is. So I'd be calling
It isn't
you.
a thing.
Okay.
It isn't a thing. I just made it up.
So
Maybe it is. It's not.
Dad gets her a cake with Finn's picture on it.
I know. And the maintenance face logo.
It's real cute. It's real cute. And Dad says, this was an important thing, me throwing Aubrey a birthday party, because I was gone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, did this resonate with you? Because your dad was in medical school when you were
my dad was
up.
not around a lot.
Yeah. And he says, we've only really been reunited for the last 8 or 9 years. And it's important to me to be in her life. And I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, I love that too.
And he says his own father was a nightmare and a bully. And he says he knows he passed some of that down to Aubrey. Mm-hmm. And the director says, that she used to feel watched by you when she was eating. And he goes, yeah, because I was watching her. Because I was watched, he goes.
Mm-hmm.
So now we see her going to her first author event at Powell's, and she's terrified and she feels very vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And she said, it's like I gave people a roadmap on how to hurt me.
Yeah.
And we see the event and she's doing great. And at one point, Dad leans over and says, that's my daughter. And Dad's crying. I'm sobbing hysterical at this point.
I was crying too. And the way he said it was just this point of like, I'm so fucking proud of her. That's my kid.
But I have to say something.
Yeah.
So as somebody who has found very, very mediocre success in the writing world. Okay. Nothing compared to Aubrey Gordon. I am not comparing myself to Aubrey Gordon at all. Let's just be very clear. 12 people have read my book. Okay. It's not
11 of them are backdoor friends that you're reading them to. It's fine. Yes.
But I will say that there is this thing inside of me that feels like if I succeed in these extraordinary things, then it makes me worth something.
Yeah.
And her dad acknowledging her when she has achieved this incredible success.
Yeah.
I
get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I wrote, having to feel like you need to be exceptional is something a lot of fat people feel.
And I've never been exceptional.
I never was either. I still don't consider myself that. But I had a local book signing and my parents came and they were super proud. And to be fair, this is a me issue.
Yeah.
My parents would be proud of me no matter what I did. They're just those kind of parents. But I always feel like I have to try to be exceptional to make my existence worth it.
Right.
Which is insane.
To overcome all the other parts that make it not worth it. Yeah.
Yes. I have to be the best friend, the best employee, the best lover, the best mother, the best everything. Because I'm not good enough just how I am.
Yep.
Which is, I don't know.
It's
where it is.
It's how I learned to hustle for my worth constantly. And my worth was completely tied to the things I did and how I made people feel. Because my worth was depleted based on the size of my body.
And I want to say something. Isn't it interesting how we see each other? When we met, like you show up to me as smart, confident, funny, you know what I mean? All these things. Like fat is nowhere on that list.
Same.
And you feel a certain way about me.
Actually, Amy, there's a reason I brought you here today. I'm going to start telling you how I feel about you.
But what I'm saying is I wish
the size of your body never resonated. The only thing it resonates in is that I know you'll understand my experience.
Right.
I know you're someone I can talk to about these really vulnerable things because you know my experience.
Right.
That's the only way your body size figures into how I think about you.
And I can tell you how you show up in the world to me. And you could tell me how I show up to you. But somewhere deep down, we'll never believe it.
Nope.
No. It's fucked up.
Someone said to me the other day that they found that people found me intimidating. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know. Like,
first of all, I'm like the
insecure person you know.
First of all, I'm like the nicest and most insecure person you know. But the thing that comes anytime I am feeling at all vulnerable or like I don't believe something, the number one thought is, no, I'm just the ugly fat girl.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
I am the ugly fat girl.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because I have imposter syndrome all the time. I'm sure you do too.
Same.
Yeah. Women have the imposter syndrome most of the time. That's not a weight thing. Women have it.
I actually work with a woman who really doesn't have imposter syndrome. It's fucking
Oh my
crazy.
God. Do you look at that woman like, how do
How do you
I
exist
get
in the
there?
world?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think, and I was just saying this to Janet a few weeks ago, like there's this little fat teenager inside of me that's like, I don't deserve any success because I should just sit down and shut up because I'm fat and nobody wants to hear from me. That's what that is what I have to fight running through my brain every day. I tell the story all the time about being invisible when you're a fat person, just people looking past you, people looking through you. You go to the bar, you're always the friend, right? You're never the one that the people are
Guys
looking
into.
at. Nope. At work, people complimented my coworkers. Oh, nice dress. Oh, did you get a new haircut? I could walk in, look completely different. Nobody would say a word.
Exactly. Because actually, I think when you're a fat person, people are afraid to comment on your appearance at all.
So this is the end. She's talking about how much she loves her parents. She's talking about many people have someone they can't go to. And we as humans should become the people
that people
who are
can go
safe
to.
places for people of all sizes to come to and where to land. And that's it. That's the end of the movie. It was an experience.
It was an experience. It was an experience. And I knew it would be powerful. I don't think I anticipated how much it would bring up in me. I will be writing about this on my Substack at some point because I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of different things popped into my head.
Link in show notes.
The one thing I really want to start writing about is the experience of being a fat anorexic.
That would be interesting. Yes.
And the times in my life where I have been, where the shit I've done to my body in an effort to make it smaller. Is appalling.
Yeah.
And the times in my life I thought I was better off not here than fat.
Yes. I can't remember a time before 5 years ago. Okay. My thinking has evolved a little bit. I can't remember a time when I wasn't thinking about how to lose weight.
Yep.
Can't remember a time. It just,
still
I
pops
remember
in my head all the time.
I
but
remember
it has to be choice. Yeah.
Being pregnant and being like, I could eat whatever I want and be okay.
I remember when I got married for the first time, I was a size 28.
So was I. I was my wedding dress to my first husband was a size 28.
Same. David's Bridal, the only place you could go.
Yeah.
And I remember doing my final fitting, like a month before my wedding. And the woman saying to me, now you can't lose any weight because then your dress won't fit. And I remember just the freedom of that month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I could cry thinking about just like, oh my God, I don't have to lose weight right now. In fact, I can't lose weight right now.
Right. Yeah. I also remember, and this Morgan Spurlock just passed away, and he was problematic in many ways. But I also remember Super Size Me. And a lot has come out that documentary was skewed in certain ways. Okay, I'm not saying but it was the first time when I was deep in my food addiction that I realized, wait a minute, maybe the system is set up to have me addicted to it.
It is.
And that, I'm not some kind of gross monster, that there are systems and institutions actively working against me. And so
the wellness industrial complex.
That was part of the change too. Like, okay, maybe I'm not horrible and broken because I'm addicted to fast food. Fast food puts a shit ton of chemicals in it to keep you addicted. Yeah.
And maybe our weight says absolutely nothing about us as people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Wouldn't that be novel? Just like my having brown hair says nothing about me. Other than,
well, it says you're
other
cute.
than,
it says you're cute.
Says I'm cute.
Yeah.
But other than two people with brown hair banged, and that's how genetics works. That's why I have brown hair.
Both have brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad has black hair.
Yeah. Well,
and my mom has light brown.
Well, actually, right now both my parents have gray hair.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Mine too.
Younger, my mom's hair is darker than mine. My hair is much closer to my father's hair. I look very similar to my father. There's zero doubt of my paternity. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But I actually wish my hair were darker like my mom's, because when she went gray, it was a beautiful salt and pepper. And mine's just kind of like a mousy brown and gray. Like it doesn't go good. There's just not enough contrast.
Yeah.
But yeah, both my parents have brown hair.
My mom's hair is bright white.
Yeah. My mom's hair is totally white now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
interesting conversation about hair color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fascinating. Conversation about genetics.
I look just like my dad.
Yes, you do.
I am him in every way, but I act more like my mother. It's interesting. And Jenny's the opposite. She looks just like my gram.
Okay. Yeah.
And she acts like my dad.
Interesting. Yeah. No, it's interesting because so much of my life, my dad was in school. So he wasn't, I mean, the times I spent with him was just the one-on-one. Like he didn't see my friends, all that.
Yep.
And growing up, you know, people are always like, you look like your mom, you look like your dad. Not growing up all the time. People say that. And people would say to me, you look like your mom. And I'm like, no, I look like I belong to my mom.
Right.
I don't look like my mom. I look just like my dad.
Huh. Okay.
It's interesting.
We've covered it all.
We have. I would love to continue this conversation with folks in Backdoor Friends or on Patreon or wherever it is you listen to this.
And again, this is a minefield to talk about.
It is.
So
if you don't feel like, well, it's a little too late now. If you don't feel
I'm going to put it on trigger warnings at the beginning. But if you guys feel like we missed something, didn't cover something, you have an opposing, please, let's have a conversation. Yeah. I'll put a post in the Backdoor Friends for when this comes out that we could have a conversation around it.
And if anyone wants to talk about this and not be public, my DMs are open.
Yep. And another thing.
They're open. Yeah.
Anybody can talk about this.
You don't have to be a fat person.
Right. Because everybody feels some level of this. Okay. That's unfortunately just the world we live in. Yeah. All right, guys. We love you.
We love you. And I love you, Amy.
And I love you. All right, guys. Take care. Join our Backdoor Friends if you're not in there already. If you're just hearing this randomly.
Yes.
Join Backdoor Friends. Our Facebook group link is in the show notes. And leave us a 5-star review. Support us by subscribing. All that stuff.
All that stuff.
All right. Love you, guys.
Amy, you have a really pretty face.
Amanda, you have great skin. You have great skin. Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.